Hey guys, it's Sam with Ready, Set, Go. Welcome to the video. Pleasure to have you guys aboard today. Wanted to make a quick video on TradeKing, just to give you guys a little bit of background information. I have a pretty old account on ScapTrade back from my early college days. Hasn't had too much activity, but I am looking to sell a few things. And before I do that, I was thinking about switching that account over to a discount brokerage firm and get that lower transaction cost. So TradeKing does do $4.95 a trade, so that's kind of the reason I'm looking at them right now. Another great thing that kind of drew my attention is the fact that they will cover up to $150 worth of transfer fees. You know, switching brokerage firms is not a fun task, but at the end of the day, if they are going to give me 150 bucks to do it, I think it's kind of worth it, right? You know, it'll save me a lot more in the long run with that 4.95 transaction cost than with that 150. So it seems like a good idea, and that's kind of the reason that I signed up for an account with TradeKing just to check it out a little bit. Just a lot of my subscribers and some of my readers may know. I actually have two other brokerage firms that I use. One is Options House for my dividend growth portfolio, and the other is E-Trade for my IRAs. And the thing is, I'm not a fan of having too many brokerage firms, but the fact that TradeKing is going to give me that 150 to switch over, they have no minimums. They have a great drip program, so if I do end up buying some dividend stocks, they do have that reinvestment plan. And they said, all the reviews I've read, they said they have some pretty good educational resources. So I did want to take a look at that. So I created an account this morning. Let's just jump right in. All right, so this is the interface. Not the sexiest thing in the world, to be honest. It just looks like a plain website. If you guys have seen my Options House reviews, I'll toss a link at the bottom of the page. But if you guys have seen any of my videos with Options House, Options House, the interface kind of makes it feel like a day trader. It's really slick, kind of all the graphs everywhere, all these numbers, green, red, and that's really cool. But the main reason I signed up for Options House was for that 4.95 trade. And since TradeKing can kind of match that, that makes it a non-issue for me. The one thing I don't like about Options House though is that their research isn't that great. Um, when it comes down to it, my process is actually to do research on E-Trade and Google Finance, and then go to Options House to make the purchase. So everything I've read seems that TradeKing might be able to bridge that gap. The interface isn't pretty, but it does provide you with a lot of information, and that's kind of what you're looking for as a new investor, right? You want to know everything you possibly can about a company before you actually pull the trigger and buy that company. So I was actually looking at Pfizer earlier today. I own about 50 shares of Pfizer, I believe. And when I looked at this, the first thing that hit me was that they were giving me industry ranges. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. With your PE ratio, your EPS, return on equity, everything. They're comparing Pfizer's numbers against others in its industry, which is kind of cool because then you know where it stands relative to their direct competitors, and that's really really interesting. I've never seen that with any of the other brokerage firms. Google Finance will do it at the bottom, but you kind of have to piece that information together. Where this one will kind of give that to you. So at the end of the day, I think I'm going to go ahead and open an account with TradeKing. I will toss a link on the screen here and down in the descriptions. If you guys want to sign up as well, use the link to get the $150 to switch your account. Even if you don't use it, go play around with the interface. I highly recommend using this as a educational tool and a research tool. I think I'm going to put this in the rotation of checking on E-Trade, checking on TradeKing, and then maybe making the purchase on Options House. I'm not entirely sure yet, but I think TradeKing has just become my #3 brokerage firm. So highly recommend you guys go check it out. Let me know what you think. Leave me a comment or check out my blog at www.reddysetgo.com. You can always shoot me an email or leave me a comment over there, and I'll get back in touch as well. Again, if you guys enjoyed the video, please give it a like or subscribe to my channel. I try to make all these videos as often as I can, and it's great to know that they're appreciated. Well, that's it for today, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I will catch you guys later. Peace.